As educators, we want to meet the needs of all students. We understand that sensory support, along with instructional supports, increases student participation and engagement, our ultimate goal. As a campus that has specific programs for essential academics, structured academics, resource, inclusion, and behavior support, along with general education implications, Rodriguez Elementary staff are constantly seeking ways to improve our classroom environments. This year, our focus has been emphasized more on meeting sensory needs campus-wide based on our students' needs and the research, professional learning, and collaboration amongst our teachers. Classrooms include visuals, movement, flexible seating, and auditory supports, to name a few. However, our specialized classrooms support sensory needs at a deeper level with heavy work opportunities, sensory manipulatives, tactile tools, sensory deprivation, and deep pressure, for example. Students' needs are considered on an individual basis in order to best support them. The wonderful thing about Rodriguez is that all students can be supported as the need arises with any of the supports that we have available. For Rodriguez, all means all. Our work is to foster exceptional students to become exceptional citizens.
Hi, my name is Katie Darst and I teach 2nd grade at Rodriguez Elementary. I'm here to talk about my flexible seating in my classroom and some of the benefits that I see. One of the benefits is that the students are given choice onto where they can sit and where they can learn the best. They're given movement options, so they can get up and move around and get to a seat that is comfortable and where they can learn the best. It's a fun alternative to traditional seating. They are engaged in their task at hand, and ultimately that leads to more success in the long run.
My name is Deborah Rideau and I teach 1st grade at Rodriguez Elementary. During our reading class, we do a phonics dance every day. It has great kinesthetic movement to keep the kids moving and help them with remembering the chunks. It helps them with their writing, their reading, and their spelling words every week. And it provides great visuals and catchy little phrases to help them with comprehension.
As kindergarten teachers, we receive all students in. Flexible seating is on the rise and is really not without merit. We've noticed research has shown that it promotes student engagement, creates a self-awareness of their own behavior, in addition to serving their individualized educational needs.
With flexible seating, we're looking for more student engagement, less behavior concerns, and we're looking forward to seeing it in our data. Because of the generous funding from Seguin Education Foundation, all kindergarten students will be impacted.
As an essential academics teacher, I believe all students are capable of learning. My goal is to help students realize their own potential to learn. One challenge is helping students with sensory processing disorders. Students that have sensory overload can become anxious, have behavioral problems, have a hard time self-regulating, and have a difficult time when attending to tasks. To help with sensory overload, I use a Yogi-Bo beanbag and support pillow. The Yogi-Bo is tailored to meet student sensory needs. Students are able to self-regulate and seek deep pressure. The Yogi-Bo also helps students feel secure. Students are more productive in life.
I use flexible seating in my 4th grade classroom in several different ways. They enjoy going to the cafeteria, have a little coffee shop. They get to take their shoes off and read around the room, lay on the carpet, and get comfortable. The reason I use flexible seating is because I love to read, and I want my students to love to read. And I love to get comfortable and read, so I let them get comfortable as they are reading.
Being a special education teacher, we constantly have to change our roles to fit our children's needs. Our needs of our students this year are primarily for the sensory-based learning. As you can see around me, we do have a lot of stations. Our kids love to go to the pool. We also have a trampoline in our room that we can express a lot of energy in there and get their focus back on. We have a tremendous amount of stations in here and they are constantly changing with the seasons. So our kids can learn about the seasons as well as their energy is getting out and their focus is getting regained. We have different stations from red, yellow, and blue stations, and it continues from red or like heavy hard breaks such as the rowing machine. We also have the weight balls. Our yellow stations are the seasonal pool, a creative play, and then we also have our puzzle station is our blue, the calming corner. We also have our trampoline as well.
We have a flexible seating in our classroom. We use our balance balls that have the stability feet with them, and some of my children come in and have a high level activity. I offer them a balance ball so that they can have some activity movement while they're working. We find that as a child moves, if they have some type of higher activity level, that it gives them a higher focus and also calms them down to be able to complete tasks.
Hi, I'm Beverly DeLeon. I teach K2 Structured Academics class at Rodriguez. My students are extremely capable of learning, and with the right tools in place, there are no limits to what they can accomplish. Not one of my students is the same. Many of my students have sensory issues that make it difficult for them to focus on their daily work. I look at each student and with the help of occupational therapy, provide tactile, auditory, and visual sensory experiences that will allow them to be successful in their learning environment. Sensory materials help my students focus and remain calm while learning. Providing sensory items like weighted blankets, calming centers, calming lights, movement, and even yoga helps my students learn to self-regulate their own needs. Teaching students this important skill will allow them to be successful in all environments and become independent, lifelong learners.
Rodriguez Elementary is blessed by the daily efforts of caring and dedicated professionals. Their willingness to explore new instructional strategies while sharpening current practice demonstrates a passionate commitment to all students. With the continued support of Seguin Independent School District and the school board, we thank you for helping us cultivate